right, we got a 2020 Ford Ranger. This one has the 2.3 liter turbo in it, and it's a work truck, but their concern is that the dash, basically the gauges, they all go dead, and they don't light up anymore. And there's a bunch of lights that come on the dash. Basically, you have like a row of lights at the top, and they just go bonkers. So I scanned it. I'm out on a road test right now trying to duplicate the issue. It was happening when it showed up 2 days ago, and then of course the weekend came, so I left it. It's not doing it now, but you know, intermittent problems. The fault codes that were in the system, a lot of lost communication stuff, lost comm with radio, and mostly all of the modules are reporting that they've lost communication with the instrument cluster. So first thing I'm going to do, obviously, get back to the shop here, and I'm going to take a look for service bulletins and recalls, just to make sure that there isn't something that's already a common issue on this. And then from there, if there isn't anything, probably study wiring and just take a look. I might actually even check YouTube. That's something that I do. Google and YouTube. I'll spend 5-10 minutes just to make sure that somebody else hasn't pointed out the obvious. But yeah, I'll be studying the circuits and seeing what my guess is. There's either an issue inside of the cluster, or seeing as it's intermittent like that, I've seen a lot of time on Dodges, wiring harness rubs through somewhere, the CAN network shorts out, goes down, and yeah, you lose comm with stuff, modules go offline, all kinds of goofy stuff, right? So by the sounds of things, it's a wiring issue. Something's rubbed through somewhere, and this truck is filthy. The sill panels are full of dirt, so you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some wiring underneath the sill that's like all rotted through or rubbed through somewhere, even though the truck's so new. It does only have 80,000 kilometers on it. It's out of warranty by time, actually by mileage, sorry. Got 3 years, 60,000 on this, but let's go see if we can find any bulletins. I'm back at the shop now. All right, looks like this guy's got the exact same issue. There you go, you can see the gauges come back after they died, and a bunch of stuff comes on. It says exactly that on the radio. He's got the exact same problem. It's too bad he's got the comments turned off, so have no idea what people think about that, or if there's a possible repair. All right, let's go over this code list. We've got ABS, invalid data received from instrument panel cluster control module. The ACM is another fault for control module. Accessory protocol interface module. A bunch of stuff, and you can see in there we've lost comm with the instrument cluster. BCM, also lost comm with instrument cluster. Missing communication with radio. Front controls interface module, lost communication with instrument cluster. And the instrument cluster itself has lost communication with everything else. So that's what really makes me suspect that this thing's got an issue with the cluster, or possibly the power or ground with the cluster, or possibly shorted communication lines from the cluster to the bus. So I'm just studying the electrical circuit right now, and I'm gonna try to figure out which direction to go before we dig into things and pull stuff apart. All right, so we got the dash all ripped apart right now. On the hunt for this CAN issue, this communication fault. So the cluster basically goes, there's two, obviously CAN high, CAN low, okay, communication lines. It's gonna run down to a connector that's somewhere in the center of the dash. Now, I haven't found that connector, but I looked at the list of modules that are all associated on that network, and we come across this sync module. And yeah, if you just set that light right on the very top there, yeah, just set it right there. And you can see here, I'm gonna try to focus on this. Come on, focus, camera. There we go. You see all that corrosion in there on the circuits? Well, that's not good. There we go. So I think that we definitely got an issue. It could be shorted out, or it could be open circuit. I believe it's shorted out, to be honest. It's very, the symptoms are very much like shorting out. And you can even see those chips there as well, like lots of corrosion on those ones. So just a poor design, like an unsealed circuit board inside of an ultra ventilated case, and condensation builds up, whatever drips on there. Not good. The only other thing was like if somebody had drinks up here, but like I just couldn't see that. I couldn't see them having drinks up there. It doesn't look like there's any sort of water stains or sticky coffee or nothing like that. So the only other thing that I did find was this connector here that plugs into the your hot cold switch. It did have some corrosion on those center 4 pins. You can kind of see the remnants of it, and we just kind of wiped that off a little bit. It wasn't enough to be a serious concern, but definitely interesting to note. So I think that the issue is condensation, and to be quite honest, I'm gonna say that this is probably the #1 suspect. Looks like they sell for about $250 to $300 on eBay. Here's the part number.
Bunch of different revisions of it too.
Yep. And yeah, we're going to be installing one of those, and we'll come out with an update video to let you know if that solved the problem. So there you go, 2020 Ford Ranger with a dash problem. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Maybe you got a truck that's got the same issue. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.